up with coolant finally. Few slight issues. The oil filter that I was given to run on this remote filter system, see if we can get some light down in there, that leaks, so the seal isn't sealing correctly against the housing. So this filter system, which is probably just an eBay one, I mean all the fittings are good, but the actual housing is probably, remote housing is probably eBay, bought by the customer. But he said, gave me that filter, which is currently slightly weeping, so that's questionable. We obviously need to find a filter that fits in there correctly. Another issue when I ran it up with coolant was we had cylinders 3 and 4 running a lot cooler. On the exhaust manifold, used a digital pyrometer or digital infrared thermometer, whatever you want to call it. So we had like 240 of this is just idling and a little bit of revving, 240, 140 and about 70. So I got a little bit worried with that. So I ripped out the plugs, and we basically got 16 bar all the way across, so on the compressions. So that wasn't too bad. I did start to get a little bit worried, but turns out that it was just the balancing of the throttle bodies. So we used a standard synchrometer slotted in the end of each body to balance them out, and that solved the problem, fortunately. I'd have been a bit worried if it was a new build and it had this issue, but you've always got to check these things. So yeah, all the temperatures came up as normal, so all good. One of the last jobs that I've got to do is sort out this bird's nest of a stock wiring loom, which obviously travels up towards the fuse box, and then mount the ECU. And I think after that it's going to have to go back to him to get the paintwork done, then possibly come back to have a few checks. Then it really needs to be tuned. The floor on this is pretty uneven, it's not very flat, you've got loads of strengthening ribs and things like that in it. And to make up a bracket for the ECU to mount on is going to be quite difficult, but I've just had the idea. Not only is it easy access, I mean obviously securely, I just think it might look actually quite cool. So I'll make up a plate to fit the back side of this, and then that plate will then have 4 mounting points going across the dash. I'll put a hole in this, I think, stamp a hole through, put beading round it or some edging round it, and run the conversion loom, which is the grey wires on this plug system. Then the loom can run through there and I can zip tie the loom upside the back. But then that's really easy to get to tune. I think it looks quite cool. Maybe not, maybe it's just me, but I think that's where it's going to go, because installing it far lower down is a pain, to be fair, and it's going to take a lot more fab work, a lot more time and a lot more cost. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications. You can also check us out on Facebook, the link's going to be in the description. Thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.